Keene St. Louis empowers youth with disabilities by providing free, non-competitive, one-on-one programs of exercise, fitness, and fun led by volunteer coaches. And here to share more with us is volunteer and program manager Kristen Kramer. Hi, Kristen. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you doing?
Welcome to the program today.
Thank you.
I'm not familiar with this organization at all, so I'm really interested in hearing about it, although I think you've been around, has it been like a dozen years or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we started in St. Louis in 2005.
So Keene, that's K-E-E-N. What does that stand for?
KEEN stands for Kids Enjoy Exercise Now.
And so you're working primarily with young people with disabilities. So that could mean a lot of different things.
Sure. So we work with around 250 kids in the St. Louis area. About 70% of these kids have autism. So most of them have some form of autism, somewhere on the autism spectrum. So very high functioning to lower functioning. About 50% of these kids are nonverbal, so they don't use words to communicate. The other 30% of kids that we work with either have cerebral palsy or epilepsy or Down syndrome or some other developmental delay.
Yeah, when I heard it was kids with physical disabilities, or I thought it was like physical, like maybe kids that couldn't walk or something, but can, like you say, autism or anything else. And how do you find these kids?
So they find us, so we work with a lot of families, and a lot of families find out about us through word of mouth. So we might serve one family and they kind of let their friends know what activities are available in the area.
You have an event coming up, we'll talk more about it in the next segment, but you have an event, just briefly tell me about it, coming up in early April.
Sure, so our event on April 7th is a casino night, so it's our large gala fundraiser for the year. So it includes casino games, dinner, and silent auction to support KEEN programs.
Okay, well, exercise and fun is important for all kids, right?
Absolutely.
So why is it different for kids with disabilities?
So when I was growing up without a disability, I played on my school sports team. A lot of kids with disabilities don't have that same opportunity. It's a lot harder for them to just go out and join their school team or Girl Scout troop, because a lot of times they need one-on-one help. So they need one person specifically helping them to really understand how to play the game. So they're not able to participate in their local basketball team, but they still want to play. Kids want to have fun, just like kids without disabilities. Kids with disabilities want to have fun too and play these same activities. So by coming to KEEN, they're paired one-on-one with a volunteer. So they have one person helping them, providing them with very focused, specialized attention so they can really participate in the activity.
Do you have to kind of tailor the activity to the particular kid and what their situation is?
Sure, absolutely. So we have a variety of kind of different types of sporting activities. We have bikes that have adaptive abilities, so all of our bikes are tricycles, 3 wheels for kids who need a little balance help. Some of them are hand powered, some of them are foot powered, depending on what the child's physical abilities are.
And is it a certain age group in particular?
We work with kids aged 5 to 21.
And have most of them not had a lot of background with physical activity at all? Is that what you find?
Some have, some haven't. It kind of varies kid to kid. A lot of the younger kids that we serve who kind of start with us right at the age of 5, this might be their first kind of time working with exercise activities or going into a large gym. So some of them are a little kind of scared when they first come out, but we have really great volunteers who are energetic and willing to work with the kids and very patient with them to kind of work with them where they are.
Well, you're a volunteer yourself. Is everyone that works there a volunteer?
No, so we have 2 staff members. Myself and our executive director are both KEEN staff, but we work with over 500 volunteers throughout the St. Louis area.
Did you start as a volunteer?
I did start as a volunteer. So
How'd that happen? Why?
I went to St. Louis University as a college student, and I started as a volunteer, just kind of looking for an opportunity to give back to the community. And then I came on with KEEN staff 9 years ago.
Did you have a background in physical education or anything like that?
None, no background. I was an economics undergrad major. I've never worked with kids with disabilities before that, but I've always played sports throughout my life, so I kind of was trying to find an opportunity to kind of look at how I enjoyed playing sports as a child and be able to give kids that same experience.
And what are the benefits of that, playing sports as a kid, whether you have disabilities or not?
Exercise, of course. So exercise is a huge benefit. Kids with disabilities have much higher rates of being obese and overweight than kids without disabilities. So just exercising provides a lot of cognitive stimulation and health benefits. But there's so many social benefits to just engaging with your peers and kids your age. A lot of kids with disabilities are in restrictive classrooms, so they don't go to gym class. They're not in a regular classroom with other kids, so they're in a much smaller space. So just being able to kind of participate with kids their age is a great benefit.
Okay, I've got some more questions for you. And I want to know more about the event coming up, so stay
Absolutely.
with us. We're going to come back on STL Live, and we're going to have more with Keene St. Louis right after this break. So, we'll just sit here for a minute, too.